All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. My name is Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am the presiding judge today over our specialty court. I am going to ask you to please remain muted until your case has been called. Do not unmute yourself. I need everyone to stay muted so that we do not have any background noises. Also, please make sure that you keep those cameras focused where I only need to see from about your neck up. I don't want to see anything else that's going on in your house. I don't want to see what all you have on. I just want to be able to see your face and be able to hear your voice on this morning. Please make sure that you be mindful of how your camera is situated. On this morning, we do have a number of cases before us, and so I ask patience on this morning, and I am ready to begin. First, I do want to say good morning to the staff that's in the courtroom. Good morning to you, Ms. Drew, and to any staff in the courtroom. All right. And then I'm going to have the attorneys place your appearance on the record this morning. Let's start with Mr. Attorney Barton. I do see you.
Morning, Your Honor. I may please this honorable court. Darnell Barton, P83363.
Good morning, Mr. Barton. All right. I know Mr. Griffin was with us, and when he comes, I'll have him place his appearance on the record. I am going to start by calling Ms. Holly's case. Thank you, and good morning to the Wayne County Jail. Who do I have with me this morning?
Good morning, Your Honor. Deputy Wright, Wayne County Sheriff's Office. I got Miss Brenda Holly here.
Good morning, Ms. Holmes.
Good morning, Ms. Holly. How are you?
I'm here. I'm ready to go.
I know you're ready to go. Look, we had an opportunity to staff your case this morning. Let me place your case number on the record just very quickly. I need to make sure I have the court reporter. Do I have a court reporter in the courtroom? All right, Ms. Drew, please make sure that Jabs is on this morning. I'm going to also set the recording, and we are going to keep going. Let's do it. All right, I have the following matters for Brenda Holly. I have case number U455-41818, U47192018, U563142020, U581000520, U581000720. Ms. Holly, state your name for the record, please.
Brenda Holly.
All right, Ms. Holly. We had the opportunity to staff your case on this morning, and Attorney Bradley Baskin and all of the attorneys were on board this morning. And so what you are going to have an emergency hearing on Friday with another court. It's going to take place on Friday, and then you're going to see me on Friday afternoon, and we will have a plan for you, okay?
So that means I'm leaving?
Well, you're leaving. I don't know if you're leaving on Friday, but that's our goal, okay?
Okay.
Will you be patient with us a little while longer?
I'm trying. It's so hard.
I know it is, but you know what, Miss Holly? You look good. You sound good. Do you feel good?
I didn't gain 225 pounds since I've been in here.
Miss Holly, you haven't gained no 225 pounds.
I won a scale and I weighed myself.
You did?
Yeah,
well,
I'm 40.
You know what? Then that means you needed to eat well, and you have been eating well, because that 240 pounds look good on you. How about that? It looks good on you. All right. So will you give us until Friday?
Okay. If I don't, then what happened?
Nope. We're going to have that emergency hearing on Friday. We're not going to deal with what ifs. There are 1,000 what ifs. We're going to deal with Friday, and then you're going to see me on Friday afternoon. Okay.
At 12?
Nope. It's scheduled for 1:30. Ms. Drew, we're putting her on the docket for Friday. The date is, what's today, the 21st? Is that the 23rd? April 23rd, 2021 at 1:30 p.m. Okay?
And Your Honor, is that going to be in your courtroom?
Yes, it is. It's going to be in my courtroom.
And my hearing is going to be at what time?
I don't know. They're going to contact the jail to let them know what time your hearing is in the probate court. Okay.
And what is hearing? What is that?
You're gonna go before a judge, okay?
A different judge?
A different judge.
Oh, Lord.
And then-
Okay.
Oh, no, but you'll come back to me on Friday afternoon, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good to see you, Miss Holly.
You too.
And Deputy, is there anything else you need from us? We'll get that paperwork
Just
over.
probably the court case number for the probate matter.
Okay, Mr. Barton, I don't know if you have that, if you could put that in the chat for the Wayne County Jail. I don't have that number, but Miss Drew, let's work and see if we can get that number for the deputy before we send over that paperwork. It's the Wayne County probate court matter, but I don't have that court number.
Or Your Honor.
Okay, I'm sure we'll look it up.
Or what you could do, Your Honor, you could just email it to that notifications, WCS notifications at waynecounty.com. If you email it to that address, it'll get to us.
Miss Drew, did you have that? Did you get that information, Miss Drew?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that, please?
Okay, yeah, if you email that information to WCS notifications at
Oh, yes, I do have
waynecounty.com.
that information. Okay.
Yeah, that would work.
All
Yeah.
right. Wonderful. All right, Miss Holly, I'll see you on Friday.
Okay, see you on
All right,
Friday.
thank you.
All right, take care.
Have a good day.
Bye.
You too. Thank you so much,
You're welcome.
Deputy. All right. I am ready on Ryan Hollins. Mr. Hollins, if you could unmute for me, please. Good morning, Mr. Hollins.
Yes.
I'm sorry, did you say good morning?
Greetings, yes.
Okay, good morning. All right. I have the following matter for Mr. Hollins. Mr. Hollins. Yes. I have case number 1904655-201. State your name for the record, Mr. Hollins.
Brian Hollins.
All right, Mr. Hollins, how are things going for you?
All right.
They're going all right?
Yes.
No issues to report on today?
No.
All right, you've been doing everything you're supposed to do to help your.
Yes. Yeah, everything been going on well.
All right, you have any questions for me this morning, Mr. Hollins?
No.
No questions? No
No.
issues? No
No.
concerns?
No.
All right. Mr. Lorenz, is Mr. Hollins in compliance with everything that he's supposed to be doing?
Yes, Your Honor, he's attending all of his treatment sessions, as well as he is testing negative.
All right.
I recommend that we don't change anything at this time. And also, Your Honor, if you were, I don't see it on the docket. He has another matter outstanding at the 36th District Court that I did give the plea agreement to Attorney Barton.
Okay, and so, Ms. Drew, there's an outstanding matter, and you all have reached and you've gotten an offer from the city, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Hollins, were you aware that there's an
Oh, yes.
outstanding matter?
I think it's,
Yes.
another judge.
All right. Mr. Barton, do you have that recommendation from the prosecuting attorney?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. Excuse me, I apologize. I do have that information here. I think it says that they're going to amend it to limited access. I'm looking at the form. It's kind of,
Would you like to go in the
Out here.
breakout room with Mr. Hollins to discuss that, to see if he wants to take advantage of that offer?
I would definitely, if you would allow, Your Honor.
Yes. All right, Mr. Hollins, is that okay with you?
The breakout room?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna send you an invitation to a breakout room so you can go and talk with your attorney, okay?
All right.
All right. And so, Mr. Lorenz, before we do that, what would be Mr. Hollins' return to court date?
I have him coming back, Your Honor, in 2 weeks on May 5th, 2021 at 9:30.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Hollins and Attorney Barton, I am going to send you to breakout room number 1. When you get that invitation, wait a minute.
May I speak to Mr. Lorenz too?
Mr. Lorenz,
I'm still here, Your Honor.
can you go into a breakout room as well? Hold on, I just botched this up. I don't know what happened. All right, let's try it again. Mr. Lorenz, are you available to go in?
Yes, Your Honor, I can go in there.
Okay. Then- All right, I have opened the breakout rooms. Please accept the invitation. Thank you. All right. Okay. Give me 1 second. Yep, I don't know why she can't connect, Ms. Drew, because there are no controls in place. So she should be able to get on. All right, I'm gonna keep
Okay.
till then. I am ready on. Did Miss Cooper, Miss Clinton, Miss Branch, are we able to proceed with Miss Clinton? I don't think she had any
I don't-
issues this morning.
Not this morning, other than the email that Matthew had sent you regarding the screens. I don't see Miss Clinton on right now, though.
She
Yes,
is on. She's under
Oh, I see. Okay.
Zulu King, her phone. Okay. Then I'm gonna wait for Mr. Lorenz to come back. Okay, so I'll ask for your patience, Miss Clinton. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's see, Miss Brown. I need Mr. Lorenz. And then someone was on. That is Jacob Rose. Come on, Jacob Rose. Unmute yourself, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
How are you this morning?
Good.
You doing well?
Yeah, I got something to say though. I've been doing the AA meetings only because I'm trying to see if I can get my community service upper, because when I offended, I wasn't drunk or nothing. So what I gotta do the AA meetings.
Okay, I'm sorry. I need to be able to follow you. Tell me what's your concern?
All right. So instead of doing the AA meetings, can I get my community service upper? Because like I wasn't drunk or nothing when I committed my crime. So honestly, I gotta do the AA meetings.
Okay. Have you talked with your case manager about your concerns, Mr. Rose?
No.
Okay, so in all fairness, can you have a conversation with your case manager about your concerns dealing with the 12-step meetings?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we do
All
that?
right.
All right, let me
Yes.
place your case number on the record, just real quick. All right,
All
I
right.
have the following. S00648 for Jacob Rose. And so, Mr. Rose, other than your concern about those AA meetings, what's been going on with you? Have you been doing well?
Yes, I have, Your Honor.
You have. What have you been doing?
I've been staying out of trouble.
You've been staying out of trouble. That's a good thing to be doing, staying out of trouble. All right. You've been working your program, Mr. Rose?
Yes.
Okay, what else were you trying to tell me?
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to stay out of trouble. I've been had no trouble. It's hard sometimes.
Okay, thank you for your honesty. It's hard sometimes, but you're not having any, you're making some good decisions, right?
Yep.
I'm proud
Yes.
of you for that, Mr. Rose. I am. I'm very, very proud of you for that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I am.
That means a lot.
Yes. All right. Mr. Lorenz, this morning in staffing, you did not report any issues with Mr. Rose.
No, Your Honor, he's actually doing very well. I spoke with the house manager and they report that he's doing very well, no problems whatsoever. And this is the first I've heard about the AAs being a problem, so that would be something I would like to discuss with him after court today. But I do recommend that we keep everything status quo and keep moving forward in the program.
All right, very good. And so, Mr. Rose, do you have any questions for us today?
Yeah, I do have one question for Mr. Lorenz.
All right. Do you want to wait and circle back to him after court so that you all can talk about those 12-step meetings and he can answer any questions you may have?
Yeah, I got a phone now, so if y'all want my number so you can call me, that's fine by me.
All right, so Mr. Lorenz, you make sure you get Mr. Rose's phone number because I want you to be able to call and make sure we pass it on to the case manager that'll be taking over because I want them to be able to contact him directly. How
Cause I
about
got,
that?
hey, do you guys want my phone number? I got
Well,
a phone
Mr.
number.
Lorenz is gonna
I'll
get it
call
from
you.
you when he talks to you, okay?
All right,
We don't want to put it out there for the whole world to call you, okay, Mr. Rose?
all right, I understand.
All right, very good. It's so good to see you, Mr. Lorenz. When do you have Mr. Rose coming back?
Your Honor, I have him coming back on May 5th, 2021 at 9:30.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Lorenz?
Mr.
I'm
Rose?
not Mr. Lorenz, Mr. Rose. Mr. Lorenz said, I got it. I gave it to you. All right, Mr. Rose, did you get that?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. We'll see you on the 5th.
All right, have a
Okay.
good day.
You do
Everybody,
the
all right?
same. And congratulations to you for doing a good job.
Thank you. Stay safe, everybody. All right.
All right, we will. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Mr. Walters, where's Mr. Walters? Mr. Walters didn't have any issues this morning, is that correct?
Correct, Your Honor. He's testing negative. He's attending
Oh,
his
wait a
session.
minute, let me put his case number on the record. Mr. Walters, Mr. Lorenz said, I'm ready. All right, let me ask you to unmute Mr. Walters. I have the following case for you, 200-593-2301. Mr. Walters, state your name.
Robert Damon Waters.
All right, Mr. Walters, how are you this morning?
Excellent.
Wonderful. We had that. That's good that you're excellent. We staffed this morning. No issues. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. What do you want me to know this morning, Mr. Walters?
I've been trying to get into the Secretary of State for the longest. I've had help from my mother, different people, numerous different people. And I'm still having issues. I'm trying to be patient about it. I need an appointment for the 3rd or the 5th if I can get it.
I wish I could get it for you. I wish I could. I just don't have it like that, Mr. Walters. But what I will tell you is to call every single day. I have had individuals who have indicated that initially they got an appointment months out, but they kept calling. And one day they called and they asked, can you come in today? They had a cancellation. So that's my recommendation to you. I have no control over their scheduling. I'm sorry.
Your Honor.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Griffin.
Yeah, I'm only asking permission to interrupt just to say one thing. I believe he may have more. He may get a better result if he looks at Secretary of States that are further away from where he lives.
Okay.
Because what I've noticed is that the ones that are maybe in the city, they are booked for months and months, but the ones that may be 40 miles away, 50 miles, you could get one maybe in the next few weeks. So that's just one suggestion.
Okay.
Okay, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Walters?
Yes.
All right. Tell me anything. Has there been anything that you've struggled with since the last time I've seen you?
No. Nope.
Nothing you need me to help you with, or you need the team to help you with?
No, I've been okay. Been keeping the mask on and staying away.
All right. All right. Very good. Very good. And you're showing up for everything you're supposed to show up for, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Lorenz? Anything additional?
Nothing, Your Honor. He's doing very well. All I can say is just keep up the good work. And I have him coming back May 5th, 2021 at 9:30.
All right. May 5th, is that return to court date?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Any questions for us today, Mr. Walters?
No.
No questions? All right. It's good to see you. I want to encourage you to stay on track, okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Very good. Take care. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. All right. We have someone on, and my apologies. I see the Wayne County Jail is back on.
Yes, Your Honor. I actually have another defendant here. This is Miss Lakisha Lewis. It looks like she has 2 warrants. One is a public orders crime. It's a 2017 case number. And another one is a failure to appear. another, looks like retail fraud. That's a 2018 case number.
All right. Mr. Morgan and Miss Drew, between the two of you, can
Yeah.
you all let me know what's going on? Because she's not on my docket, at least not the docket that I have. And so I need to
Okay,
know
yes.
what we need to do with respect to Miss Lewis.
Okay.
And so,
I don't
Deputy, if you could call my courtroom just for the sake of time,
Please.
Sure.
at 313-9, oh, did I just go blank?
965.
92280
I'm sorry, 96.
5
Yeah.
2280.
Okay. Thank you.
And that way, Ms. Drew can help you out, help us
Yeah.
out, okay?
Okay. All right. Thanks. We'll figure it out. And if we need to log back in, we will. Thanks.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. All right, let's keep going. I have Ebony Martin. Miss Martin, if you could unmute for me. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Ms. Martin, state your name for the record.
Ebony Martin.
All right, how are you this morning?
I'm a little tired, but I'm okay.
What you tired from, Ms. Martin?
My daughter has COVID, so I have been having to run back and forth
Okay.
to help her. That's about it.
I'm really sorry to hear that. So you're doing everything to stay safe, not only for your daughter and yourself, but for the public at large. Are you doing that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I'm glad to hear it. Let me place your case number on the record. Case number 1904540601. Mr. Lorenz, were you aware of Miss Martin's situation?
No, I was not, Your Honor.
Okay, Miss Martin, why didn't you reach out to Mr. Lorenz to let him know what was going on?
I don't know. I don't have his number. I had to get a new phone and I lost all of my contacts. So
Okay,
I had been
Miss
emailed. I had emailed him, but we just found out that she got COVID on Friday.
All right. And so, look, this is what I want you to do. Mr. Lorenz, based on our discussions on this morning, I'm not going to place that on the record where we talked about how we handle those matters. I'd like for you to do a face-to-face with Miss Martin. Other than, and not talking about anything with medical piece of it, but she's been in compliance with everything else. Is that correct?
The only thing that she's not in compliant with is she missed a drug test on April 3rd. And
Okay.
she's on phase 2.
Miss Martin, why are you missing? We're not doing that in phase 2. Why are you missing a screening?
I didn't have a way there. My car was in the shop, but I did go back. I think it was the day after and made it up.
You know, we don't make up. You must test on the day that your color is drawn.
Okay.
If you can make up, then there's no need for random. And it's really a waste of the court's time to test, because then people would just always make up when it's conducive for them, right? If they know there's nothing in their system. So I can't allow that, Ms. Martin, and you know that you're in phase 2.
Yeah. But I've been at everyone since then.
You've been there for everyone. Look, you've got to get up early enough to make arrangements. You have to plan for the worst, right? We just have to do it. And so that's a problem for me. But Mr. Lorenz, has she missed any other tests?
That's the only one I'm aware of, Your Honor.
Okay, is that she's missed that one on the 3rd. And then when she went on the 4th, everything was good?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Miss Martin, you can't miss any more tests. I'm gonna have to put you back in phase 1 and go back to seeing you every 2 weeks and reminding you every 2 weeks, you must test, Miss Martin, you must test. You must test, Miss Martin, you must test. Come on, we're past that. Let's do it, okay? All right. How's
Your
that
Honor.
foot? 1 second. How's that foot doing?
It's doing good.
It's doing good. All right.
Yes.
You look like it's doing better. I'm glad to hear that.
Yes.
I am. Mr. Lorenz, you were saying something?
Correction, Your Honor. I don't have a test result for April 4th. It's April 5th and 6th are the 2 after that she was tested negative.
Okay, but she didn't test the next day.
I do not have a test result for the next day.
Okay, Miss Martin, you didn't test the next day.
They weren't, that was Easter Sunday.
That's why you should have gotten up to test on April 3rd. Because see, that's not excusing you.
Yeah.
It's not excusing you. All right, Mr. Morgan and Mr. Lorenz, I'm gonna put a pin in whether or not she will be sanctioned for that. Because you can't miss the day before a holiday, and now you've had 3-4 days of no testing, okay? And testing is supposed to be random. And that is that we have to make sure that you're in good shape. So I'm gonna hold off on the sanction, but I'm gonna come back in staffing and entertain whether or not she will be sanctioned, because you're in phase 2. You can't do the stuff you were doing in phase 1, Miss Martin, you know that.
Yes.
You can't. So I am going to entertain a sanction. We'll hold off on it until our next staffing. And but Mr. Morgan, please put a pin in that that is sanctionable. She missed, and then there was a holiday, so she went for a period of time without testing, and she's in phase 2, and that we can't tolerate that. Come on, Miss Martin, get it together. Let's do it. You've come too far, okay?
Yes.
All right. Questions for me? Anything you need from us?
I just wanted to know, how do I go about starting my community service?
Okay, so you're gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Lorenz today. There's some information he needs to share with you based on the dilemma that you're facing, that you've shared on this record with your daughter. And so, Mr. Lorenz, you can answer those questions in that face-to-face today, or even tomorrow, however your schedule permits you to do it. But as long as it happens between today and tomorrow. And then when do you have Miss Martin returning to court?
Your Honor, I have her coming back for phase 2 on May 5th. I'm sorry, excuse me, 5/12/2021 at 9:30.
No, I'm gonna need to see her before that, because she
Okay.
missed the screen and she's going to be sanctioned. So
Would
when
you-
can I see her? You want,
And we can bring her back next week, April 28th,
Yes, sir.
2021 at 9:30.
yes, sir. That's when I will see you next week. Okay? And we'll address that. But until then, I need you to continue to work your program as much as you can. And Mr. Lorenz will have some conversation with you about how that looks, okay?
Okay.
All right. Miss Martin, good to see you today.
It was good to see you as well.
I'll see you next week, okay?
All right, see you then.
All right, thank you.
Mm,
All
bye.
right. I had someone on that had the name David. That's who I had in the sign in, and I don't see that name anymore with David on it. So I am going to keep going.
Your Honor, the David is up there. That is Mr.
Oh,
Artis.
I do see it. I just, okay, yes. All right,
Sorry
that's
for
Mr.
interruption.
Artis. Oh, no. Thank you so much. I think we're all set. Can we go forward with Mr. Artis, Mr. Lorenz?
Yes, you can, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Artis, I'm going to ask you to unmute for me. Mr. Artis, can you get someone to unmute for me? I still can't hear
Your
you.
Honor, can we turn off the video for Miss Stacy Cooper?
Miss Cooper, yes. Okay, I'm not certain what we saw, but I will turn off her cam. Oh, okay. Oh, Miss Branch, good catch. Okay, I'm regrouping. All right. Let's unmute Mr. Artis if we could, please. Oh, let me send you an ask to unmute. That might be easier. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, there we are. Thank you so much. I have the following case number 2006173-501 for Christopher Artis. Mr. Artis, state your name.
Christopher Artis.
All right,
Can
Mr.
I
Artis.
say something? Can I say something before you start?
Depends on what you want to say, because really you should be speaking with
I
your
I
attorney.
had dropped dirty about a week and a half. Only reason I dropped dirty because I couldn't sleep at night, so I started walking the
Mr.
street.
Artis,
Mr.
I'm
Artis,
sorry,
your
Mr.
attorney
Artis.
is
We're just gonna
talking.
let the judge, we understand, so we're just gonna let the judge go ahead and speak with us first, and then we'll go ahead and start. Okay, thanks,
Yes, sir.
brother. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate you.
Mr. Barton, did you want to go into a breakout room? I think there was a recommendation
mind?
made, and it's a good recommendation. It's not sanctioned. And so, but if you want to do breakout with him, you can.
Yeah, I think it just a brief breakout would benefit us all, Your Honor. I apologize.
I'm going to place attorney. Let me do this. And then I need to go back to Mr. Hollins. Mr. Hollins, I'm sorry. I just saw that notice that you've joined us back in the courtroom. So I am going to assign, Mr. Barton, do you need to do Mr. Hollins first? And
Yeah,
then
we
go
can go
into
ahead and,
breakout?
yeah, we can handle that if you don't mind. Your Honor.
All right, let's do that. And then I'm going to send Mr. Artis and Attorney Barton into a breakout room. Mr. Hollins, if you could unmute for me, please. All right, thank you. Mr. Barton, if you could place that case number on the record, I don't have it.
Yes, Your Honor. One moment, I apologize. Okay, so it is case number 197084351.
And what is the charge?
And the charge, Your Honor, is the original charge, Your Honor, was trespassing in a vacant, occupied, or commercial building.
Okay.
The offer is to amend the charge to disorderly conduct based upon the completion of this particular program that he's in now. Well, I will, if Your Honor, if you allow me, I'll go ahead and let you know that at this point in time, Mr. Hollins would like to review the possibilities of this particular plea, if possible, and approach it his next court date, which I believe will be 2 weeks from this point, and he can have a better understanding of how he wants to approach it and whether consolidating these things will help his situation. So if that's okay with you, Your Honor, and if that's okay with the prosecution, still keeping the offer on the table.
That's absolutely fine, acceptable to this court. So Mr. Hollins will address that issue when you come back to see me in 2 weeks, okay? All right.
And other than that, Mr. Hollins has been doing great, and we really appreciate the court's deference.
All right, very good. So Mr. Hollins, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I think we gave you a return to court date of May 5th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m., okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. All right, Attorney Barton, I'm going to place you and Mr. Artis in a breakout room. It will be breakout room number 2. And so, Mr. Artis, if you could accept that invitation, get someone in there that can accept it for you, that would be great.
What I gotta do?
Accept the invitation. Why don't you grab someone and ask them to help you out a little bit, okay? All right, I'm gonna keep moving. I had, let me see. I have Holiday, last name Holiday.
Miss Catherine Holiday.
All right, where's Miss Holiday?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, good morning to you, Miss Holiday.
Good morning to you as well.
All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have the following. Case number 200-561-2601. State your name for the record.
Catherine Holiday.
All right, Miss Holiday, how are you today?
I'm okay. I've been sick a little bit, but I'm feeling better today.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
All right, very good. How are you feeling about working your program, Miss Holiday?
I feel good about it. Only issue I'm having right now is with my moving situation, but I plan to, try to get up on that and try to get that taken care of as well.
All right, very good. Have you talked with your case manager to see if there's anything that we can do to help you with that situation?
Yes, I talked to him. He gave me another number to contact a lady named Miss Kim. I plan on calling her at the court.
Okay, wonderful. Make sure you reach out, call Miss Kim, take advantage of those opportunities that you're being given, okay?
Okay, I sure will.
All right, very good, very good. Is
Judge,
there
can I jump
anything?
in on that one?
I'm sorry?
Can I say something on the Miss Holliday's case, Judge?
Yes, give me a second. Let me just ask her a couple of more things. Miss Holliday, other than your housing situation, is there anything else you need us to help you with?
No, I'm doing well with work, also with still doing my schooling to get my high school diploma every Saturday. Everything is good at Team Wellness. Everything is still fine.
Okay, look at you. Very good. All right, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you, Judge. I did speak to Miss Holliday yesterday. I spoke to Lakeridge. They are in the process of trying to finish up her new home. We know she has a deadline date, so we're pushing for April 27th to try to get her in there. So we are working diligently to try to get her home secured by April 27th.
All right.
And I apologize, Ms. Holliday. I didn't call you back yesterday. I talked to Pastor Williams and Lakeridge, and then other things happened, but I did check on that for you. So I'll be in contact with you about that, okay? We had to do some things on our end to make sure the things were secure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Holliday.
That sounds great. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Thank you.
All right. Is there anything else? Mr. Lorenz, Miss Halliday is in compliance with everything. Is that correct?
The only issue I have to report, Your Honor, is back on her drug testing. And April 5th, she was THC, 37 nanograms, but then April 9th, April 14th, and April 16th, she was negative for all substances. I have talked with her therapist, and at this time, it is being recommended that no sanction at this time be ordered, as Ms. Holliday has come a very long way from the numbers that were off the chart to very little in her system, and then now it's testing negative. So I would recommend that to follow the provider's recommendation at this time.
All right. And so, Ms. Holliday, I want to encourage you to stay on track, okay? And, you know, we're trying to make sure that we have the right combination of things that works for you. And so you can't self-medicate, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. I want to encourage you to do that. Thank you, Mr. Lorenz. What do you have as a return to court date for Ms. Holliday?
I have May 5th, 2021 at 9:30.
All right. Did you get that, Ms. Holliday?
Yes, I did, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Very good. I will see you then. Of course, if you have any questions or any issues, feel free to reach out, okay?
I sure will. Thank you.
Right. Have a good day. All right. I'm
You
going
too.
to, all right. Thank you. I am going to now do Mr. Harris Van Lear, please. If you could unmute for me, Mr. Harris Van Lear. I have the following matter. I have case number 200-555-9301 for Mr. Harris Van Lear. State your name for the record.
Jamal Harris Van Lear.
How are you this morning, sir?
I'm pretty good.
Pretty good. You look so nice. Where are you going?
Nowhere.
Well, you coming to see me. I think I'm worth you looking nice for, right?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
You look very nice, Mr. Harris Van Lear. How have you been doing since the last time I've seen you?
I've been pretty busy, staying focused and trying to stay on track.
Okay, and so what are you busy doing? Tell me about it.
Well, I'm working 2 jobs now. So I have a morning job, an AM job, and a PM job. So yeah, I'll be working, doing doubles, like maybe 3 or 4 days out the week. And I have 2 days where I only do one job, and 1 day, which is the day that I'm off both jobs.
Good for you, because that was my next question. When are you taking out time to work on you? Okay, hopefully you're taking some time out every single day, right?
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
All right, how are you feeling overall, just with everything? How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. The only thing that has come to my understanding is that I still have to take medication, and sometimes the medication don't really have me feeling, as productive when I'm working. And I was just wondering if I stay on track and I do what I'm supposed to do, can I like not take the medication?
All right, so Mr. Harris Van Leer, well, I used to have my medical license offline and I threw it away. That's just my inside joke because I'm always trying to diagnose myself. I cannot tell you whether or not you can or cannot take the medication, or you should or should not take the medication. What I will say, Mr. Lorenz, is that his concerns should be expressed to his provider. Now, I'm going to put that in your lap first, Mr. Harris Van Leer. Don't just stop taking it. I want to applaud you for continuing to do what you're supposed to do and bringing it to the court's attention. But I want you to let the doctor know as well how the medication makes you feel and ask about an adjustment. Okay, can I get you to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
My next question is, am I still with Ms. Deja and Dr. Osa? Because I haven't really spoken to them, and then I know that here at this location that I'm with, it's like a different set of administrators that I'm following, and I know that the specific doctor that they use is Dr. Head. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking to therapist, Ms. Deja, or if I'm still with Dr. Osa, because I haven't really spoken to them lately.
Okay, and so Mr. Lorenz, he's not still with Team Wellness?
So Your Honor, so he's with Team Wellness, but he has a different treatment team because over
That's
at
right,
Team,
Dr. Head is with
yeah,
Team.
at Team Jefferson, he actually is seeing Dr. Head, but also as a therapist, Dr. Christian Thomas. And so Dr. Thomas is the one who's been seeing him. Now, there's been some concern reported that Mr. Harris Van Leer is doing partially the same thing that he was doing at Lake Ridge, and he's putting the job before the treatment. So then that's why there's been some discussion regarding the medications as well, because I recently got the drug test from the facility, and he is not testing positive for his medications in his system. And he has not seen the doctor because he has been going to work. And so I have worked with the facility, and he will be seeing a psychiatrist.
I'm sorry, Judge.
I'm gonna have to mute you all because Mr. Artis, you all are talking over. Go ahead, Mr. Lorenz.
And so I'm working with the assistant director over there at Team Jefferson, and Mr. Harris Van Leer was put on the list to see Dr. Head immediately, so we can review those medications, because if they are exhibiting side effects that are affecting his daily life,
Well, we don't know if he's not taking them.
And that's the other problem.
Harris Van Leer, what's going on? We've been down this road before about you can't put your job first. You've got to take care of you, and then you can't miss appointments, not participate in treatment, and then not take the medication and say the medication is causing you problems. You can't do that. How do they know what to do if you're not making appointments and you're not doing what you're supposed to do? Come on, help me out. I need an answer to that. What's your thought on that?
Well, as far as me not working the program, I don't believe that I haven't been working the program. I spoke to the instructor and the administrator, and I let him know my schedule. And he told me that as long as I complete a certain amount of hours throughout the week, then I should be fine. And I've completed those hours. Now, when it comes down to the medication, when I first got
Seeing
here,
the doctor.
yes, I see him Fridays because usually I'm off on Fridays, and he only here like a selective few days, and the other 2 days I'm pretty much working double. So Fridays is the day did I speak with Dr. Thomas. But I did not know that he was my provider. I was still under the impression that Ms. Deja was my provider or my therapist.
Okay.
And let me say, I apologize, Your Honor. Let me rephrase that. He is compliant except for the medication piece and seeing the doctor because the job is coming first.
Okay.
And so
got it. Thank you for that clarification, Mr. Lorenz. And so look, Mr. Harris Van Leer, you're having some concerns about the medication. I need you to see the doctor. I need you to see the doctor. Your job cannot come before the work that we're trying to do with you in this program.
Yes, ma'am. I have an appointment to meet with him today, this afternoon. So I'm
There you go.
talk to him, take his phone calls. So.
All right. So I need you to see the doctor. I need you to tell the doctor about the concerns that you're having with the medications. Okay.
Yes,
and then we'll be able to go from there. We can't get a good plan if you're not doing your part. And your part is you can't put your job before seeing your doctor.
Yes,
okay. So I have your commitment to work with us on that.
Definitely.
All right. Very good. Mr. Lorenz, anything else as to Mr. Harris Van Leer?
He does keep continuing to test negative, Your Honor, since the
Good.
So, I mean, he's doing very well other than just medication compliance and making sure that his medical and mental health needs are being met.
All right. So, Mr. Harris Van Leer, I'm happy to hear that you're not self-medicating. I want you to continue to do that, okay? And I hope that that's making you feel a little bit better. But you've got to do everything that the doctors order you to do, okay?
Yes. The only reason why I haven't really spoken to the doctor is because I don't really have Dr. Oster's number. And the last time I tried to call Miss Deja, I didn't really get a call, an answer. And I was intending on calling to leave a message, but I didn't get a chance to. But I know today is an appointment for Dr. Head, so I will be talking to him today.
So you should be able to get back on track today, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm looking forward to it. Okay? You muted yourself. All right. Mr. Lorenz, when do you have Mr. Harris Van Leer returning to court?
I have him coming back on May 5th, 2021 at 9:30, Your Honor.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Harris Van Leer?
No, ma'am. I couldn't hear it.
May 5th, 2021 at 8:30.
Okay. I have one more question.
Yes.
Okay. So I was wondering, I think I briefly spoke with Mr. Lorenz about like if I don't make it out of phase 1, I can't complete the program.
Oh, you've got to make it all the way to phase 3, sir. And have those discussions with your case manager, okay? Yep, you've got to make it up to phase 3. Okay?
Okay.
Because we want to equip you to be successful for a lifetime, and we can't do that just in phase 1, okay?
Okay.
All right. I know you're on a good path for the most part, but we want to make sure that we work with you long enough so that you have the ability to be on a good path for a lifetime, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. If no other questions, I'll see you on the 5th, okay?
Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
All right. You do the same. Thank you. All right. The Wayne County Jail, did they leave us? I think they did. I have time to do one more. And then Mr. Morgan, I am going to make you the host. And then I'm going to have you assign breakout rooms because there were several matters on this morning where attorneys needed to go to breakout rooms, individuals with issues. And I think that'll be all of the individuals left on the call this morning. And so if you'll take over and assign those individuals to breakout rooms and then send me a message when everybody is ready to go.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, so just make sure you send me a message.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, and that I'm gonna try to get Mr. Artis done, if I could. Mr. Artis, is someone around to unmute you again? Because I just want to put what we talked about on the record for Mr. Artis, And I don't want to go into his medical information. I don't want to do that.
Correct.
Okay, I want to make sure everybody knows that that's not what we're going to do. All right, very good. And so, Mr. Artis, can you get somebody to come unmute you? We may not have enough time. We may have to hold out for him.
Judge, that one jailer is a absconder from drug treatment court, so I do have that file.
Okay, and so she will need to be rescreened and find out what's going on and all of those good things. So, Mr. Morgan, when would you like to bring that person back?
I spoke to Ms. Drew. I'd like to bring her back Monday, April 26th.
All right, Ms. Drew, let's make sure we do that. Communicate that to the jail. Also provide an order, and we'll get that done. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to have to do Mr. Artis when we return. And so I am going to assign Mr. Morgan, and then you all know who needs to go into breakout rooms. Please make sure that you do it. And then Mr. Morgan, you all send me a message when you're ready to go. Okay?
Okay, thanks.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So who do we have first, Mr. Lorenz? Who would you like to go in to the breakout room?
I know that Attorney Griffin needs to meet with Mr. Crunk.
Mr. Crunk is on.
Mr. Crunk, are you still there?
Mr. Crunk?
I believe he's. I see.
Oh, yes. There he is.
Oh, he's here.
Can you hear us? Mr. Crunk, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to send you into a breakout room with Attorney Barton, right?
Attorney Griffin.
Oh, Griffin, excuse me. Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Right. We're going to go to room 2. Mr. Griffin.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm getting good at this. All right. Did it work?
No, I see it. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
So when you come back, then I'll get you another one.
Okay.
Attorney Barton, Mr. Lorenz, who would you like next?
Let's do White.
Ms. White and Mr. Barton, Attorney Barton. You're gonna go to. There's 4 people in that room. Mr. Barton, where you at?
Attorney Barton, do you want the therapist to go in the breakout room with you, or just you and the client?
Is Miss Rooks here? Oh, okay, great. I do see her there. Yeah, please. So
I can't find you, Attorney Barton.
You don't see me on there?
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Yeah, if you could, you can bring the therapist as well, Miss Rooks.
Miss Rooks? Okay.
Rooks. Yes, please. Thank you.
ROKKS? Hey, who was that? Don't be using profanity in the court.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. No. I gotta use the bathroom, man.
All right, Mr. Artis. All right.
I'll wait, sir.
Okay, Judge will be back. Okay, Mr. Artis?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Mr. Morgan, with your permission, since we're on a break, can Mr. Artis go do that now? If he just mutes,
okay.
Yeah,
he
Mr.
mutes
Artis,
his.
yeah, you sure can.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
You're welcome. All right. So.
I sent you a chat, Mr. Morgan, by the way.
Okay, thanks. Okay, cool, thanks. Miss Cleveland, you still there? Miss Cleveland, can you hear me?
Yep, I'm here.
Hey, Miss Clinton, can you hear me, Miss Clinton? Can you hear me, Miss Clinton? Unmute yourself, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you, Miss Clinton. So, Miss Clinton, you'll be, I don't think she's going into a breakout room, right, Mr. Lorenz? Miss Clinton?
We didn't discuss her in staffing. There is a small issue. Miss Clinton knows about it.
We'll wait then. So,
Okay.
Miss Clinton, you're gonna have a new case manager. Miss Cleveland, just Miss Cleveland, wave, say hi. That's Miss Cleveland, Miss Clinton. She'll be your new case manager after today, okay?
So no more Mr. Lorenz?
Right, correct. We'll get your information and Miss Cleveland will call you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Ms. Brown? Ms. Brown, can you hear us?
Yes. Yes.
Ms. Cleveland will be your new case manager after today, okay?
Oh, okay. Hi.
She'll call you. She'll call you and get
Okay.
the information and get an update on your case, all right? I wish I could have did everybody like this, but I wasn't able to. So.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah, I was gonna call everybody.
Mr. Morgan. Ms. Morgan.
Yes.
In the chat, would I be able to reach out to them to share my phone number with both of the new clients I have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to send you both Miss Clinton and Miss Brown. I'm going to send you a chat message with my office line so that you can contact me. We'll talk before your next court hearing.
Okay.
All right. Very nice to meet you both.
No, he about to do it now.
You back, Mr. Artis?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. As soon as the judge come back, we're gonna take care of you, okay?
Okay.
All right, appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back. She might have got to. Judge should be back in a minute.
Come on.
Don't sure. It's fun shit. There's somebody in there. There's somebody in that office. No, that one. With the door open, there's nobody in there. No. You got to get it again? Yeah. I think it is unmuted.
Mr. Morgan? You're on mute, Mr. Morgan. I know you want me to hear you.
Yeah. Let's see. So you going with Miss Brown? You there? Okay, Miss Brown. I'm gonna put you in a room with Attorney Griffin. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Nah, I just got Going to room 5, Attorney Griffin. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Miss
Thank you.
Brown, Miss Brown is going to room 5. What did I say? 5. Yeah. All right. Join Miss Brown.
Very on track. Go. Go. Come on.
Now what it is? Martin,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Judge, be back.
How long is it gonna be?
Judge will be back shortly, okay? Thanks for your patience.
Mm.
Thank you.
Why y'all following me back?
Morgan, can you view all the people? Mr. Morgan? Mr. Morgan, are you able to mute? You're muted.
I am, but I can, but then we just gonna have to unmute everybody and all that. So who is that making all that noise?
Whoever is REVVLRY.
I'm sorry, that was me. That was someone walked in on their phone. I'm sorry.
Who's that, Mr. Howell?
Yes.
Oh, you gotta go into a breakout room too, don't you? Yeah.
I mean, I've been sitting here I've
Oh,
been sitting
okay.
here the whole
All
time.
right. Well, we gotta.
Can you change your name, Mr. Howell?
No, I'm using another phone. My phone is broken.
On the Zoom app, you can change the name. Can you change the name?
I don't know how do I do that?
It might be a little difficult. Yeah, you gotta go into a room too. So when Mr. Griffin comes, Mr. Barton been here a long time.
I'm gonna put you on the next date that I can have your case heard. That'll be May 27th at 1 p.m. So it'll be a week from today, okay? Yes, ma'am. Back to the city. Place up again.
All right, Mr. Griffin,
Yes.
you moving fast.
I'm trying to stay on everybody's good side.
Yeah, I'm about to put you in Mr. Mr. Howell in the breakout room.
Can I get like a mental moment before I go in there with Mr. Howell?
Yeah, no problem.
Mr. Attorney Griffin, did you get my text?
I'm not saying you didn't send it. I just don't have my phone in front. It died earlier. Hold
Okay.
on. Let me. 1 second.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go in there with Mr. Howell, Mr. Morgan. 1 second. I just want to see what Mr. Lorenz sent me. Oh, and Mr. Morgan, good morning to you. It's good to see I guess it would be drug treatment court. It's good to see you all too.
Yeah. So Attorney Barton's back. So we got one more Attorney Barton. Who did we have in there with you, Mr. Barton? You had Mr. Crunk.
No. I talked with Mr. Crunk.
Okay, let me see.
I'm sorry, I had Miss Rooks and then Miss White. Well, the case is Miss White. And to
Okay, Miss White. So you need to do Miss Cooper.
Right. I want to go in there also with Attorney Barton, if possible. And you know what? Can we do that before and then? Because I'm only going to be in there for a minute, and then when I come back out, I can talk to Mr. Howell.
So we're gonna put both attorneys and Miss Cooper in the breakout room. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Morgan, and thank you again.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. All right, we're going to 6. Griffin.
And Ms. Lorenz, I'm looking for it now. So as soon as I open up my phone, I'm getting ready to respond.
When you come back, Attorney Griffin, we'll put you and Mr. Howell in the breakout room. You see that invite, Attorney Barton? Okay.
And many good memories of this place. You got magic up here in fresh air. So Mr. Doolittle is real?
This one. White, Ms. White, can you hear me, Ms. White? Can you hear me, Ms. White?
Yes.
Hey, Ms. White, Ms. Cleveland is going to be your new case manager after today, okay?
Okay.
She's on the screen. She's on the screen. She's going to send you a private chat message with her work phone number, okay? So you guys can get in contact with each other, and she'll be calling you, okay?
Okay, my case manager for what?
For this program, Mr. Lorenz won't be your case manager anymore.
Okay.
He's leaving, so Ms. Cleveland is your new case manager, okay?
Okay, she'll send me an email.
I'm going to send you a chat right now.
I'll send you a chat in the chat, and it's gonna have her work phone number, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Griffin, where you at?
you guys know you're not supposed to be covered Saturday? Activity director. Worry about being forced in your department, boost rules for God. When you would be about yourself, you lost a banger by the end of the summer. You bet yourself. Do I know you from somewhere? She wrote us. Did you take one of the classes? So, what is this thing? You gotta be opening credits of police country. John Widow, the girls, and invite some football. It's Nash. Oh, workout video. Yes. First row, make some corners.
All right, Mr. Morgan, I'm back.
Mr. Griffin, I'm gonna put you and Mr. Howell in the room, okay? Mr. Howell, you hear us? Mr. Howell?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you're going to 4, okay? Let me see.
All right.
Where's your phone at? Okay. Attorney Barton, I think we're good on you, right? Let's see, you did, Attorney Barton, you did White and Cooper, right?
I think we're good. Oh, and Artis, we did Mr. Artis, so he's good.
Yeah, he good.
And Miss Brown, she was handled, I think. Hey, Miss Brown.
Clinton is good.
Artis can leave on down there, Barton?
No, you don't. No, please don't leave yet, Mr. Artis. Just hang tight, okay, for the judge.
Okay.
I think we
Sorry
have
about that, Mr.
handled all the breakout rooms.
I think we're ready.
Yep, so as soon as he get done with Mr. Howell, actually, I'm gonna let the judge know we're ready. So Attorney Barton, we'll just start with, we'll just let the judge know. I'll let the judge know.
Thank you, Brenda.
We'll get going.
Hey.
Mr. Barton,
Yes. Did somebody contact? Who was that?
you can start with me so I can make this interview.
That's right. Yeah, I'll make sure I try and ask the judge for sure.
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang tight. Mr. Morgan, if you could remember as well, when the judge comes on, we want to ask her if it's possible for Miss White's case to be called first because she has the job interview today, if possible.
I felt this early.
What phone is that? Y'all mute your phone, mute your phone.
Miss Clinton, can you mute your phone, please?
Hello. Did someone need to speak to me?
This Miss White. Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh, is that your phone?
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna be my new probation officer?
Case manager, yes. And if that's your phone that's dinging like that, they're gonna want you to mute that telephone or turn the ringer off so we won't hear that in court.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. And then I didn't want to share your telephone number on, on this public space. If you could just text it to me, or excuse me, chat it to me, where I sent you that chat, then I'm gonna call you.
I don't know how to get back to that chat, so can I get a pen and paper and write your number down real quick?
Sure.
Okay, 1 second.
Freezing.
Mr. Artis, what you doing?
Nothing.
Man.
Wait on the judge, man.
You better stop doing that.
Okay. Sorry about that, sir.
Come on, Mr. Artis. Come on, man. Come on.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right.
Hello, Miss Clinton.
Thanks, Mr. Artis.
Yes, sir.
You ready for me, Miss White?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. 313
Uh-huh.
965
Uh-huh.
4154.
Okay.
And you might be familiar too, when you get calls from the court, the number that we call from, it's going to be my direct line, but it's going to give you a court identifier. Usually like 2400 is the last 4 digits, but you can't return that phone call. You're going to have to use my direct line to call me back here at the office.
So it would be 965-2400?
No, it would be 965-4154.
Okay, so when you call me from the court, it'll be, the last numbers will be 2400?
Yes, and you're not going to be able to return the call to that phone. That's just like an identifier that 36th District Court is calling you. So that pops up on your caller ID.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck with your interview today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mr. Yancey, can you hear me?
Lucy, go.
Mr. Yancey, can you hear me? All right, Mr. Griffin's back. Everybody's back.
Yep.
Okay. Mr. Morgan, is Mr. Loren still here?
Yeah.
Mr. Loren, can I go into breakout room, Mr. Lorenz?
Sure.
Mr. Morgan, thank you.
Only if Mr. Morgan will allow it.
I think I said pretty please, so he might.
Oh yeah, I got y'all.
Thank you.
So we kind of move this. Okay.
But we're ready, Mr. Morgan. So just kick us out the breakout room when the judge comes on.
Okay. Mr. Lorenz, where you at? Where you at, Mr. Lorenz?
Oh, and Miss Drew, can you hear me? Miss Drew?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I got your message when you asked to call the court. I did call, but I just didn't leave a message. But I want you whenever you ask me to do something, I do it. But it was I got your message 3 hours after you sent it when it was sent via email.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay.
But I just want to let you know your I treat everything the same. Like I treat your stuff as orders from the court too. So when you ask me to call you, I try to do that. So I just want to let you know it's a little bit late.
Mr. Griffin, what I put you at, room 3?
Let me see. It says room, I've been assigned to breakout room 4.
4?
Yes.
Mr. Lorenz, did you get 4?
Mr. Morgan, I'm still going to give you 5 stars. You've been doing a great job on this breakout room.
4. See if you got that, Mr. Griffin.
You said which one?
4.
I see it. I'm joining now.
Okay. Mr. Artis, when the judge come back out, you're gonna have to take the hood off, okay? When she come back out. All right.
Okay.
All right, court is back in session. Are we ready to go forward?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Morgan, let's do it. Mr. Morgan, if you could assign me as the host, reassign me as the host, please.
All right, let me see how I do that.
Go to the bottom. It's gonna say you click on that you want to leave the meeting and assign a host. And then you'll have to just dial back in.
Okay. All right. Judge, if we can, if possible, if we can do Miss White first. She says she has a job interview, so if we can do her next. But I'll be right back.
Miss White has some issues. I think everybody does, but I think she has. Miss Taylor, am I correct, Miss Brent?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
She does.
I got you.
But I mean, if you are, I know Mr. Artis has been on this morning, and so let's take care of Mr. Artis, and then I'll come back to Miss White because we've got some concerns. Let's do it. Mr. Artis, are you unmuted?
Yes, am I? I don't know.
Yes, you are. All right, Mr. Morgan and Miss Branch, are we ready on Mr. You are Mr. Artis. You are unmuted, so come on back so we can do your case. All right, he didn't come back. All right, Miss White, you gonna get to go because he didn't come back. All right, Miss White, let me have you state your name.
Good morning, Your Honor, Antonia White.
All right, Miss White, you know that we have some issues, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, who wants to present first? Not on the medical things.
I'll go ahead, Your Honor. So we speak.
I didn't put the case number, Mr. I'm sorry. That's why you were waiting on me. My apologies. Let me place that case number on the record for Miss White. I have the following: Z805-9921, case number 1970199951. All right, Mr. Lorenz, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. So today we have Miss White. As we talked about in staffing, she has a couple no-show drug tests, along with some negative screens. She was court-ordered to attend team wellness. She did show up there.
Somebody, hold on. I'm gonna have to mute Mr. Artis. Too much background noise. All right, go ahead, Mr. Lorenz.
She was court-ordered to go to team wellness. She did go there, but she did not complete the intake that she was court-ordered.
I'm still getting a lot of background.
That's from Miss White's phone, I believe.
Okay, Miss White, you're gonna have to hold still, or I'm gonna have to come back to you, okay? Because I need
Okay.
to be able to hear Mr. Lorenz, and you've got a lot of background noise, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you. I'm sorry, Mr. Lorenz, go ahead.
I'm not sure what part you heard, Your Honor. You want me to start
Yeah.
over? Or did you?
At that last part, I definitely didn't make out what you said.
Okay, I was saying that she was court ordered at the last hearing to attend team wellness for an intake assessment. She did show up there. However, she did not complete the intake assessment due to her wanting to stay with her current provider.
Okay, and so we talked about that in staffing on this morning. Let me go to the first concern. Ms. White, you're missing your screenings. That's unacceptable.
Ma'am, we had court on the 7th and I didn't get to work till 1 o'clock, so I closed, and by the time I got to the place, it was closed.
That doesn't excuse you for testing. I'm sorry, it doesn't. Because every testing facility has an AM testing where you could go and test in the mornings before it's time for you to go to work. Okay? You
Yes,
cannot
ma'am.
take testing.
I have talked to my job and I told them that I'm on probation, so they're gonna let me off early so that I can make my drug screens, and I have been making them since I expressed that to them.
Yeah, I apologize for interrupting, Your Honor. I just wanted to make that clear to the court as well, that since this situation, she has expressed this to her job and they are willing to work with her from here on out. So we do apologize. I do apologize for interrupting.
Oh, no, that's fine. And so, Ms. White, I have your commitment to go and test.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, because you've got to test. Otherwise, you're creating other issues for yourself.
Yes,
And I'll have to address those issues. So I need you to go and test, okay?
Ma'am, can I express something to you?
Yes, ma'am.
I've been doing so good at Sinai Grace Hospital. I went in as a temp. Now they want to hire me as permanent, and I have an interview today.
Wonderful. And guess what, Ms. White? I want you to get that permanent position, but I don't want you to work to the extent that you're not taking care of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I spoke to them about that, so I won't have any more missed tests. So they're gonna let me out at 7 instead of at 8.
All right. Or you can also look to the testing facility to see what their times are for offering tests. You come in before work. Somebody is smoking in my courtroom, and I just now, Miss Cooper. Somebody need to reach out to Miss Cooper before I reach out to her.
Okay, we'll get that. Your Honor,
Somebody reach out to her, because Miss Cooper knows better. She's been with me long enough to know she cannot pucker her lips on no cigarette and pull like she in a nightclub.
I apologize.
Yes,
I thought I cut the
apologize
camera
for you. No, I'm apologizing for you.
Your Honor, if I may, and again, I do apologize on Ms. Cooper's behalf, but speaking specifically about Ms. White and her situation, I also have her therapist from Detroit City or Detroit Center. I believe it's Ms. Rooks here on the line. Ms. Rooks and Ms. White and myself went into a breakout room prior to you coming on, and we really had a very in-depth discussion. I would, if you would like, for Ms. Rooks to speak, but again, I just wanted to brief you on what it was about and the end result, which is basically Ms. White understanding that this is something that she needs to put a priority on above her job and all else going forward. So I will fall back, but I just wanted to make that clear.
So good morning. Is that Mrs. Rooks? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's
All
correct.
right. Good morning to you. And
Good
so,
morning.
as I had indicated to Mr. Barton, I wanted you to come to our staffing because there are some things that I don't want to place on the record that may be confidential with respect to Ms. White. But what I will tell you is that in our specialty court, the provider that we use is Team Wellness. And so it's my understanding that Ms. White has just recently switched to a new counselor or a new therapist. And so because she's switching, this is a good time to make sure we can utilize our provider. I can have some conversation with you offline in our staffing about that, but I don't want to place some of the things that I believe you're going to say on the record, because we do stream live on YouTube. It's an open meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
can
I
you,
understand.
can we
Confidentiality.
make that
Okay.
happen?
Yes, we can.
Okay,
And if I briefly may, Your Honor, I just wanted to say Miss Rooks has also made it very abundantly clear that she will make herself available to Miss White, even if she is not officially a part of the program through Detroit City. But if she's working with our court program, she will still make herself available to Miss White if she needs support or anything like that. So I think we're all encouraging Miss White, and Miss White understands the importance of this.
all right, very good. And so Mrs. Rooks, we staff on Wednesday mornings at 8:30. And so if you could join us on Wednesday mornings at 8:30. If we need to set up something else, Mr. Morgan, I don't have an issue with doing that, but make sure maybe through the chat that you communicate with Mrs. Rooks so that she can know how to have that time with the court as well as the team, okay?
Just for the record, I was the first person on court this morning at 8:30.
Oh, for staffing?
So I was available. Yes, I was available.
Right, and you know
I
what?
don't think no one knew who I was.
That's what it was. You must not have had your camera on because I would have asked you to introduce yourself. I don't usually address. I did make just a broad announcement because we were in staffing actually before 8:30 this morning. And I came on, indicated to people, if you were not a part of our staffing and you were a part of court, you need to dial back in at 9:30. I had no idea that you were there for our staff and no one said anything, so.
Okay.
Thank you, Your
But
Honor.
I'll channel in. I'll channel in on Wednesday.
Somebody please reach out to Ms. Cooper and let her know I have muted her for a reason. Please do not unmute herself. I appreciate, I don't know who can reach out to Ms. Cooper, but somebody need to. All right, okay. I'm Mrs. Rooks, and so I thank you for being there. I didn't know who you were, and that is a closed meeting, so that's why I excused everybody who was not a part of staffing. But connect with Mr. Morgan, and let's find out. We don't have to wait until next week, Wednesday, but we can meet, and I'd like to get an opportunity to hear you out, okay?
Okay.
All right, wonderful, thank you. All right,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Lorenz. Mr. Lorenz, did you have any recommendations as to Ms. White on this morning? I'm glad Mr. Attorney Barton shared with me that we've corrected the testing piece because that's very important to me.
Yeah, Your Honor, I had in staffing, I only had the recommendation that no sanction be issued at this time and that we continue to work with the new therapist. However, I would like to change the recommendation, and if Ms. Rooks is going to join you for staffing for next week, I'd like to adjourn the case as until Wednesday next week, to where she can join and get a proper recommendation from her, as long as Ms. White continues her testing with no issues.
All right. Anything from any of the other team members as to that recommendation?
Totally agree, and thank every party involved.
Wonderful. Ms. White, I've asked you to unmute. Do you understand what the recommendation is?
Can you explain it to me, Your Honor?
Mr. Lorenz, he said it. Mr. Lorenz, tell her again what your recommendation is.
So today we're going to hold off on your court hearing as my recommendation, and that you will come back next week and we will have a proper recommendation from the team as well as from Ms. Rooks, who will join the team for staffing. But you need to make sure that you do not miss any tests between now and then to ensure that you don't have a sooner hearing with a potential sanction.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Right. You have that, Ms. White?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
All right, so you're gonna come back and see me on April 28th at 9:30 a.m. And look, and Mrs. Rooks, you would join us for our staffing at 8:30, unless we are able to have that meeting prior to, and then we'll go from there, okay? And so, Miss White, I hope that you do well in your interview today, but understand that your health, your safety, your wholeness is the #1 priority for me, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, do well. I'll see you next week.
Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day.
Thank you, you too. All right. Are we ready on Mr. Artis, I think Mr. Artis is now muted. He still has to go get someone. While he's doing that, let's go to Miss Brown. I'm gonna do Miss Brown very quickly. All right, Miss Brown, let me have you on mute, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. State your name for the record.
Tita Brown.
All right, Miss Brown, I have the following for you. I have case number 190556251. Miss Brown, you know why I saved you
ma'am.
for later this morning? Do you
I
know
don't
why?
mean to laugh. I already know. I think I know.
Why? Why did I save you for later this morning?
Because you have an issue with me.
What's my issue with you?
Because of my test.
And what test was that, on April 7th?
Yes, ma'am.
And should I have an issue with you about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Why should
I
I have
take
an
full
issue?
I take full responsibility. No excuses.
No excuses, Miss Brown.
No
Come
excuses,
on.
ma'am.
We've come so far, haven't we?
Man, yes, we have. I have. I really
I'm
have.
all fussed out. I'm all fussed out this morning. I
I
am.
understand. I
I'm
understand
all
completely.
fussed out. We've come too far. Look, I
Way
need
too far.
We have. And I don't want to negate all of the things that all the improvements that you have made, all of the progress
ma'am.
that you have made. I did bring that up in staffing this morning. Let us not forget that Ms. Brown has come a long way. But look, Ms. Brown, you can't get so close to achieving your goals that you self-sabotage.
You right.
That's
You
what
right.
you're doing.
You right.
On.
You right.
We
I done
have
come
too many
too far
other things
and
to worry
achieved so many
about.
different things. Yeah, you right. And I got great news today too. So it's like,
What's your great news today that I'm fussing
I
and now
got the
you
job
try to
at
give
the
me
yacht
some
club.
great news? Did you get it?
Yes, I did.
Brown, Miss Brown.
I'm kicking myself. I really am. I take full responsibility and I apologize deeply. And I know I don't deserve another chance because we've been through this before. But I just ask that you give me another chance just for the sake of. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Look,
Yes,
you
ma'am.
go into this new job, you don't know what their standards are going to be. And this is an opportunity for you to really turn some things around. The issue with your test, don't let that be the reason you lose a good job.
You right. You right.
Come on.
Because that'd be petty. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, you right.
I know they've
You
legalized
absolutely
it and
right.
everything. Look, I was in the nail salon the other day. Ladies came in smelling like it. Now they had just told me my appointment, they were running 5 minutes behind on my appointment. They told those ladies, they had told somebody after me who was a walk-in, we could see you in 15 minutes. Those ladies came in, they said, we can't see you at all. Everybody's not embracing that concept.
Right.
Everybody's not saying that's okay. Isn't
Yeah,
that
and I know
awful
definitely
to be
not there.
excluded? Come on, isn't that awful to be excluded for something like that?
Something so small, but it can be so big.
Absolutely. So come on, Miss Brown. I need
got
to get your head back in the game.
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Miss Lorenz, what you want to tell me about Miss Brown? We already discussed her test. She's admitted it, and I'm good with that. I know we had some discussions this morning about where do we go from here, your recommendation, and I think Dacia's recommendation was for her to continue with the services that she's currently receiving. Mr. Lorenz, anything else on Miss Brown?
No, Your Honor, we discussed it in staffing and just wish her the best of luck and continue to press forward in the program.
Come
Thank
on,
you,
Miss
sir.
Brown.
Thank
We are
you.
all rooting for you. I promise you we are.
I swear I thought I was about to feel like hot cold going down my throat talking to you.
Yeah, you probably should. Yeah, you probably should. But you know what? You've come so far. You have. And I don't want you to forget that. You've made some real strides in this. Yeah, sometimes we need a second chance and a second chance and a second chance. Come on. So I hope those tears are tears of Dag, the judge, really could have stuck it to me this morning, but she sees something in me that I obviously don't see in myself, and I need to take a second look. I need you to take a second look. Because ma'am, you have come a long way. I won't forget that. Where's my sign? I don't even want to hold it up, but you know I got one. Don't play with me. We've come a long way. My sign is buried all the way down at the bottom of my file. It is. I had to look. I'm just gonna show you the tip of it. I'm not
Just the tip of it.
That's just the tip
The
of
judge.
it. Oh, come on. Come on. You've
You
done
right.
some great
You right.
work. Let's continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Because
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
concerned about you taking some life skills, some life resources to help you navigate life, because you have so much life left ahead of you. Oh my goodness. You do.
Thank you, ma'am.
You do. All right. Mr. Lorenz, when do you have Miss Brown coming back?
I have her coming back May 5th at 9:30, Your Honor.
May 5th, 2021 at 9:30. I'm not giving a sanction this morning unless somebody has a different recommendation. All right, everybody's silent. All right, Miss Brown, I want you to go do your job and do it well. I'm gonna see you on May 5th. Look, if some screenings come back differently, I'm gonna bring you in.
I understand.
Come on, work with me. I'm working with you. Come on.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
I'll see you
All
on the
right.
5th. Continue.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Very good. Mr. Artis, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Artis is ready. Let's do it. Come on. I need to do this case right now. 2006-173501.
I just wanted my attorney
Artis,
to say
hold
something.
on. Hold on.
Okay, I didn't mean to draw dirty, man.
Hold on. Mr. Artis.
Okay.
I'm talking. You can't interrupt me.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right. All right, Mr. Artis. Mr. You look here, we don't have very many people that get excited about telling me that they've messed up or they did something that they're not supposed to.
Because I didn't mess up on purpose.
I know you didn't.
I got a reason why I messed up.
I understand. I understand it. And you're not going to put that reason on the record. What is important for me, Mr. Artis, is that you acknowledge that you've fallen a little bit. And so now we have some recommendations as to how we proceed. Okay.
Okay. Yes,
Have
ma'am.
they talked with you about those recommendations?
Man, I think just a little bit.
Just a little bit. All right. Who wants to take the lead? Tell me what the recommendation, what we're doing, what's the recommendation as to Mr. Artis?
Your Honor, I'll go ahead. So there was some discussion with his treatment providers, and recommendation is that he will do the detox and residential treatment at a QBH. And then upon successful completion of the ACT team at Team Wellness will work with him and his mother to get him appropriate housing that is appropriate for his situation.
All right.
Without going into the details.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Lorenz. All right. So
if I may, Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting. If I can, just on behalf of Mr. Artis. So, we spoke a lot of it about this particular recommendation. I kid, but basically we spoke about this recommendation, Mr. Artis, in the background and in the back breakout room, and we talked about the fact that we were having issues sleeping. Isn't that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. So part of
maybe y'all
our
give me
ability
some medication or something.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I got you, sir. Don't worry.
Okay.
So part of our discussion back there was, in order to alleviate some of this issue that we had, it might facilitate or require us dealing with this 30-day recommendation, which would require you to go inpatient. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. So when the judge asks you if we talked about it, I just want to make sure that you're clear with the judge that you are aware of the recommendation and everything that it entails, because we spoke about it in the back, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, brother. Let's let the judge go ahead and finish, and then we'll wait for her. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Attorney Barton, so you've placed a recommendation, you and Mr. Lorenz, on the record, and Mr. Artis, I know you've heard the recommendation. what I want to know from you is, do I have your commitment to work with us to make sure we have you in the appropriate place so that you can get the appropriate assistance that you need?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate you. I
Yeah.
do. And
Thank
so I'm going to follow that recommendation. And so you'll do the detox and residency, and it's going to be 30 days. Is that correct, Mr. Lorenz?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then the ACT team will work with him and his mom, and of course, whoever the case manager will be, to get him in appropriate and suitable housing to continue his level of care. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And so with that, will Mr. Artis, when do you have Mr. Artis returning to see me?
I have him coming back May 5th at 2021 at 9:30, Your Honor.
All right, did you hear that, Mr. Artis?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. I'm glad to see you today, and I'm glad that you're still working on you, okay?
Glad to see you too.
All right, wonderful. I'm going to see you on the 5th of May. Nobody's really ever glad to see me, Mr. Artis, so thank you.
I'm glad to see you, Ms. Holmes. I'm glad to see you.
All right, that caught me off guard. I'm glad to see you too. All right, Mr. Artis, I'm going to see you on May 5th, okay? But we'll be keeping up with what's going on with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, take care of yourself.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay.
All
Judge,
right, yes.
Judge, excuse me, can I have the spelling of Mr. Artis's last name?
A-R-D-I-S.
He knows how to spell it. Did you get that? D as in dog, Artis.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're very welcome. Thank you, Mr. Artis.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's keep going. I am ready on, let's see. I see Reverend Lowry. I believe that's Mr. Howell that's on. Mr. Howell, I turned your camera off because you were over there stretching and all of that. And some things they don't pay me to see. And so, you were. So good morning to you, Mr. Howell.
Good morning to you, and I apologize for that.
That's okay, Mr. Howell. All right, let's do it. I have the following matter for Joshua Howell. I have case number 200-564-2301. How are you today, Mr. Howell?
I'm okay.
All right, you know we have some issues. That's why you've been on here all morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to tell me what the issues are?
No, I don't know. I don't know the issues. Last time I spoke with Mr. Lorenz, we spoke on my levels. My levels were coming down. I've been going to the therapy. I've been going to groups. I've been talking to Deja. Been dropping at Deja, dropping at ATS. So I don't know.
Okay, is everything okay with you this morning?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like my head everywhere right now. It's just a lot going on.
Okay. Anything that we can help you with?
No, not really. It's kind of like just my thoughts. That's all.
All right. All right. You don't seem like yourself this morning, so that's why I'm asking. You don't seem like your usual self. All right. Are you aware of the recommendation that's been made regarding you?
Yes, but to that recommendation, I wanted to know if I could stay home, because we had spoken. You said that you were afraid that my environment was the problem, and I just been trying my hardest all this week and these last few weeks to show you that it's not my environment. It's really it was just my hard-headedness, and my levels are going down. I'm going to my groups. I'm doing my AAs. I'm going to therapy. I'm talking. I'm trying to work my program as much as possible, but it just seems like no matter how hard I try, I just take steps back, and it's just.
But understand, it's not me taking you back, Mr. Howell. It's you.
But I didn't. Okay, you're right.
It's you. And so my concern, and it's not, I'm just not pulling that concern out of the air. When we talked in staffing, I've talked with Ms. Willis, Mr. Lorenz, we've talked as a team. There's a concern that maybe the reason you have been with us since September of 2020, and now it is April of 2021, and we're still having the same conversations. that we've had October, November, December. I can't do this. January, February, March, April, for 7 months. And so we're looking at ourselves and saying, do we need to do something different to help Mr. Howell? Because we see the potential in Mr. Howell.
But you're not gonna have to have this discussion with me no more. When you told me what you told me, and you made me get up there, I haven't picked up no weed in a long time. It's been stressful for me, but I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like my levels, they're constantly going down. It's like they're not gonna go back up because I want my freedom. Even though I'm not going to jail, it's still like my freedom being gone from me because I can't just wake up and take my daughter to get pancakes. I can't just roll over and play catch with my son. I can't do those things that I want to do. So it's still like my freedom.
But here's the thing, Mr. Howell. If you don't work on you and do the things that you need to do, you're not going to be able to do those things anyways for probably about 90 days. I mean, that's just the reality of where we are right now. And so, Mr. Lorenz, let me ask you this. When we were in staffing today, you gave out some dates on the 10th. Mr. Howell, stop, because we've been here and we've done that. Now let me work.
That's so long.
No. Stop. Let me ask my question. I haven't even made a decision. And okay, I'm gonna come back to your case. I'll give you an opportunity to get yourself together. Ms. Lorenz, I'll come back. Nope, we'll come back. All right, let's do that. Let's keep going. Let's go to Ms. Clinton. I don't know if somebody wants to go in the breakout room with Mr. Howell. Mr. Barton, you want to go in the breakout room with Mr. Howell?
Your Honor, I spoke with him earlier.
Mr. Griffin, okay. I'm going to send you back to a breakout room because I haven't made a decision. I was going to ask Mr. Lorenz about levels on the dates that he disclosed in staffing because I didn't write down levels. And so he didn't give me a chance to do that, but I'm going to keep moving. So Mr. Griffin, I'll have you go in a breakout room with him, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's see. Oh, y'all all over the place with these breakout rooms. Let me recreate some breakout rooms. All right, here we go. I'm going to send Attorney Griffin and Mr. Howell into breakout room. It looks like number 1. So please accept that invitation.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Let's go to Ms. Clinton. Ms. Clinton, if you could unmute for me.
Did I unmute already?
Yes, there you are. All right, Ms. Clinton, I have the following matter for you. I have case number 19045-26301. State your name for me.
Amanda Gail Clinton.
All right, Ms. Clinton, we have some concerns on this morning.
Yes, we do.
Today, rather. What's going on with you, Ms. Clinton?
Nothing. I had an anxiety attack. I was at a friend's, and yes, it was a stupid move. And I did take a pill that was not prescribed to me, and I didn't know. She said it was narcotic, but I learned the hard way. Like I said, it was all my fault. I shouldn't have took the pill. We know not to take other people's medication, and I did anyways. Yes, but that's because they took and not an excuse. I'm not giving you any excuses, but they had took a medication away because I'm on a Suboxone shot. And it's really done a lot for me, and he hasn't gave me anything else. So that was my, like I said, that's total no excuses. It was all my fault, and I shouldn't have done it because I've been doing so well.
You have.
Yes,
so
and I haven't.
My concerns. I don't want you out there taking other people's medication.
No.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but can we get Howell into the breakout room? He never joined.
Mr. Howell, I need you to join the breakout room. All right.
That's fine. I couldn't unmute myself. That's fine.
Okay, accept the invitation.
Okay, I'll
All
go
right.
back in.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Griffin. All right, so Ms. Clinton, you have been doing well. You've been working your program, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been attending the things that you should attend, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and so taking somebody else's medication is just not a part of the plan, right?
Right. No, it was not a part of the plan. And like I said, that was my fault. I was foolish. I should have known better. You never take somebody else's medication. It could have killed me for all I would have known. You know what I mean? That's
serious part. Is that
right.
It take you out of here, right?
Right. It was very stupid on my part.
All right. What are you going to do going forward when you're having some anxiety? And
I'm going to talk to my doctor. I'm going to talk to the doctor and see if I can get put on a different medication.
What are you going to do immediately?
I'm doing phone calls. Call my therapist.
There you
Call
go.
my case manager. Yes. Talk to somebody. Yes. I'm going to totally do it different way. Instead of having a crisis, I'm going to bring it down a notch and calm myself down.
And you're going to realize I have resources available to me. Let me use them.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. Very good. All right. Mr. Lorenz.
Your Honor, I wish that Miss Bennett, her therapist, would have been in staffing, but she did recommend to me that no action be taken at this time because she does not believe that it is a relapse. It was just a bad decision on her part that she was just trying to take care of her anxiety. I recommend a 5-hour community service sanction because she is on phase 2. She should know better by now as far as not taking non-prescribed medications and especially from someone else.
All right. Any objection or anything from any of the team members as to the recommendation for 5 hours of community service? Let me ask this, Mr. Lorenz, no other issues with screening, is that correct?
Correct. All the rest of her screens have been negative.
Wonderful. All right. And so I believe that it was just a lapse in judgment and not a relapse. And so I want us to work toward making some better decisions and utilizing resources that are available to you. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Right. If no objection to the recommendation from Mr. Lorenz, that will be the sanction. 5 additional hours of community service. And so Mr. Lorenz, Mr. Morgan, let's make sure we get her on track to get that done sooner than later. Okay.
I only have 3 hours of community service left, so I'll just ask the guy if I can do another 5 hours.
Okay. All right. Okay. But make sure you get that clear with Mr. Lorenz. I don't have an issue with it. If it's an approved site that she's been doing her community service at, I'm good with it. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
She has been introduced to Miss Cleveland, who will be her case manager. They exchange numbers. So Miss Cleveland will work with Miss Clinton on making sure those hours get completed, Judge. All
right. Very good. Very good. And then Miss Clinton, what are you doing with all this free time you have? Because you're at home.
I've been doing service.
Miss Cleveland.
I did say Miss Cleveland. I meant Miss Clinton. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Miss Clinton.
I've been doing my community services. I've been sticking with some meetings, hanging out with my children. Yeah, looking for a job now, but I didn't want to push it because I knew I had my community service. I'm not trying to push myself too far because then I get overwhelmed. But I'm doing good. Yes. I did my video. I got to work on the other 2 videos that cost money. You know, money's an issue, but I'm working on it.
Okay, very good. And so Miss Cleveland definitely will be developing a plan because she's got a lot of free time. Okay. All right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, Mr. Lorenz, when do you have Miss Clinton coming back to see me?
I have her coming back May 12th at
May
9:30.
All right, thank you. May 12th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. All right, Miss Clinton, let's get back on track and stay on track, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
All right.
Take care, Miss Clinton.
Bye, right. You too, Nat.
Right. Mr. Howell and Attorney Attorney Griffin, I'm opening up and sending an invitation to breakout room number 2. I need you both to accept the invitation.
Your Honor, I just wanted him to go in first because I've been there twice waiting on him.
Okay, so. I think he just went. I don't see him on my screen anymore.
Okay, I'm joining in now. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, let's keep going. Let me see. Stacy Cooper. Oh no, Miss Cooper had that cigarette in my courtroom. I'm do you last. Let me have Mr. Crunk.
Your Honor, Mr. Griffin is the attorney for Mr. Crunk.
Yeah, because he needs an attorney, because it's an unfortunate day for him today. All right, let's go to Ms. Cooper. Ms. Cooper, I'm gonna take a chance and ask you to start your video. Ms. Cooper? And I need you to unmute yourself. All right, Ms. Cooper, state your name for the record, please.
Stacy Cooper.
All right, Ms. Cooper, please don't ever come into my courtroom again smoking. When you're in court, you're gonna have to wait it out. You're gonna have to wait it out, okay? All right, I have case number 200-589-9201 for Stacy Cooper. All right, Ms. Cooper, you know we've got some issues, right? Where did Ms. Cooper go? There she is.
I'm here. I mean, I wanted to, I know the issue with the morphine, like I was telling the attorney, that comes from my Tylenol 4s, because
No,
once
the
I stopped
morphine
taking it,
the morphine doesn't come from your Tylenol.
Your Honor, it has to either be a misread or something, because when I didn't take the Tylenol 4s, it was not in my system, and I don't do morphine. Morphine,
Okay.
I don't even know how to do morphine or what it is.
All right. So this is what you raise up a good point. So this is how we're going to fix it so that we make sure there's never another misread. I'm going to have you test 2 times per week random. And we are going to pay for confirmations for all of your testing. The court, we're going to pay for it. We're going to do that for 30 days. And then that way, there will be no misreads because we're going to get confirmations. There will be no accidents. There'll be no, it's by mistake. Everything that's in there is going to come up and we're going to pay for it because it's important to me, Ms. Cooper, to know what's going on. How does that sound?
That sounds like a good idea, because
wonderful.
Once I get my Tylenol 4s and you see that it's coming up still, then you will know that I'm telling the truth.
Okay, wonderful. So then I put something in place to let you know that I care about you and I want to make sure we're doing the very best job that we can do to keep you on track, okay?
All right, thank you.
You're going to test randomly and then we're going to pay for the confirmations for the next 30 days.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, wonderful. In addition, I know that you had some services that you were receiving in multiple places, right?
Yes.
And that can be kind of challenging in and of itself, right?
Well, I'm only seeing my therapist and my doctor maybe like once a month, and that's over the telephone. And then Hagera, that's 3 times a week from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Okay. Miss Cooper, you look different today. What's going on with you?
Well, my glasses I broke.
Okay,
and
that's what it is.
This is my only day off. Like I work 6 days, so this is my only day off, and I've been up on here trying to get the court everything. I had you on my phone, then my phone started acting up, so I had to put you on my laptop.
I understand it. I understand. Yeah, sometimes it can take a while. All right, I got your message, Attorney Barton. And so when is the last time you've tested?
I tested yesterday.
Ms. Morgan, I just got your text message. What you talking about?
Well, we discussed some things in staffing, so I just wanted to make sure that Ms. Cooper, she understands that we're a zero tolerance program, and unless it's approved by the judge and her treatment agencies, that we want to make sure that she is drug and alcohol free. So not just to disclose so much on the record, I just want to make sure, I know he has some history of some THC in the past, and I just want to make sure that she's getting the appropriate services. So I don't know if my eyes playing tricks on me, but when we come into court, we got to make sure that we not smoking, whatever it may be, we shouldn't be smoking it definitely. And we definitely shouldn't be smoking in court. We had another individual we had to ask about that, talk to about earlier. So I just something that I observed, Judge. So I just wanted to make sure we kind of address it.
Okay. Ms. Cooper.
Well, that was a cigarette.
Okay. Okay. But we believe you. Thank you. And nothing else said. Thank you, Ms. Cooper, for your honesty. I mean, I'm sorry, the judge definitely can respond. I'm sorry, Judge, but nothing else for me. Thank you for your honesty, Ms. Cooper.
Okay, thank you. All right. Ms. Cooper, I'm still concerned, and Matt, I'll have you, again, I did not write down the levels. Ms. Cooper, she's still testing positive for a substance. Are the levels going down?
So, Your Honor, back on April 2nd, she was at 18 nanograms of THC. Since that date, she continues to test positive for THC, and then also opiates on April 10th, April 13th, and April 16th. That is where originally this ATS had it listed as morphine, but the category was listed wrong, and it was actually opiates is the category. However, she did test positive for the morphine back on March 30th. So that was the confirmed morphine that was in her system on top of the codeine. So right now, the opiates potentially is the codeine. We just don't know without the lab confirmation.
Okay, but we're gonna fix that going forward because we're gonna get lab confirmations. As to the THC, after the 2nd of April, has her levels gone down or have they increased?
There hasn't been a level confirmation since then.
Okay, so we'll be getting confirmation going forward. All right, very good.
And Your Honor,
yes, Attorney.
I apologize for interrupting.
Go ahead.
It's very brief, and I don't want to get too deep into the science of it because I'm not as versed. But I was just doing some research on the morphine aspect, and there was some study that shows something about the acetaminophen in the codeine being detected as morphine because the body. We're gonna
resolve that issue going forward.
Right. I was gonna say the doctor would. Yeah. I was just gonna say when we were in the back room at the end of the day, Miss Cooper and I knows the doctor will guide us on this. So if the doctor says up and then we're saying down, then we understand we'll have to deal with the complications or the repercussions of that disagreement. So she's aware of that, and that's really to Mr. Morgan's point that she understands the severity of this particular inquiry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I apologize for interrupting Mr. Barton, but I would like to let you know that I did speak to the doctor, and he says there is no medication if she's on it. Should be testing for morphine at this time.
There you are.
So,
but the only thing I want to say is that when I take the Tylenol 4s, that's what comes up in the test. And when I don't take it, like I didn't take it, I didn't have any for 3 or 4 days now. And when I took the test, it didn't come up.
Understood. And Miss Cooper, I just want you to, because you're on the record, I don't want you giving away too much of your medical information. That's the only reason why I'm stopping you. I'm not stopping you to be rude. I just don't want anybody out Joe Blow on the street knowing your medical information. Okay. So that's the only reason why I'm stopping you. But the judge is aware of what you're saying. You took it, and it's only appearing when you believe you take the Tylenol 4. We got you on that. I just don't want you to give any specifics of your medical history. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Attorney Barton. So here's where we are. She's going to test random twice a week, and we're going to confirm her test automatically, and the court's going to pay for it. Now, Mr. Lorenz, you made a recommendation that in staffing that she receives all of her services at Lincoln Behavioral. I remember Ms. Cooper saying that she wanted to do Hygera because they worked with her work schedule. Where are we with that?
Your Honor, regarding, are you asking whether or not she's compliant with the Hygera?
Yes.
Or, okay, regarding Hygera, they reported that she is compliant, except for she did miss on April 19th And there was 2 other days that the notes in the system didn't really say she was or was not there, so they don't know about the 2 other days. But for the most part, she has been attending those sessions there. But then her therapist at Lincoln Behavioral says that she is feeling very overwhelmed right now. And so to reduce some of that stress of having to go at multiple places, they recommended that she do her treatment, all the services at Lincoln Behavioral. And if she is getting off work at 2 o'clock, since the meetings are at Zoom, she can hop on for the Zoom meeting from 2 to 3.
Okay. Ms. Cooper? Okay.
Yes.
All right, Ms. Cooper. So you're being pulled in a lot of places. The therapist says, look, she's overwhelmed, and made the recommendation to have everything in one place at Lincoln Behavioral. What do you think about that?
I mean, if she says that I can get on there from 2 to 3, I mean, I don't understand how I'm gonna do that when I get off work at 2, sometimes 2:05.
Well, you can get on with your telephone.
Huh?
You can get on with your telephone. Do you think you could do that?
I mean, I'm sure by 2:15, yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Lorenz, why don't you, let's do this. Check with Lincoln Behavioral. Let's make sure that they're good with her getting on at 2:15. And then see if that will work. And then that way she can get all of her services in one place. And then that way the therapist won't be sensing that you're overwhelmed, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
sure.
try it. Let's try it. All right, and so Mr. Lorenz, make sure she has guidance, and probably we need to check in on that today, because if they're not able to do it, I don't want to interrupt her services through Higera.
Yes, Your
Okay?
Honor.
All right. Ms. Cooper, do you have any questions for the team?
No, I do not.
All right. Anything else from any of the other team members as to Ms. Cooper? Ms. Cooper, we're trying to just make sure we have you in the best fit, that we're aware of what's going on with you, and certainly those confirmations going forward will tell all, okay?
Okay, I understand that.
All right, and if you need something, some help with something, Ms. Cooper, by all means, let us know, because I'm not here to punish, I'm here to help you.
I mean,
Okay.
if I needed assistance with something, I would let you all know. I'm just tired. I'm just trying to do this program, and it's a lot, and I'm just trying to, face what the consequences of what I did.
Well, we're not trying to get you to face consequences. We're trying to get you the help that you need, the assistance that you need. Okay? That's what
Okay. That's fine.
All right. Mr. Lorenz, when do you have Ms. Cooper coming back?
I have her coming back May 5th, 2021 at 9:30, Your Honor. And then also, if I may make a clarification, Your Honor, for Ms. Cooper, I just want to make sure she understands that the court is paying the additional fee for the drug testing, that she still will be responsible for the $8 regular fee for the test.
Yes, you will be responsible for the regular cost, and we will pay for the confirmation, okay?
That's fine. That's fine.
Wonderful. All right, if nothing else, I'll see you back on, you said May 5th, Mr. Lorenz?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
That's 2 weeks from now? Or
Yes,
next week? 2 weeks from now?
It is 2 weeks from now, but you know what? It depends on what comes back in that test, and I might see you before that. So right now, you're scheduled for 2 weeks, okay?
All right, that's fine.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Cooper.
Have a great day.
You do the same. Thank you so much. All right. Mr. Griffin, are we ready to proceed with Mr. Howell?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Very good, Mr. Howell. I'm going to ask you to unmute. I'm going to also ask you to start your video. Okay, you ready to proceed, Mr. Howell?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. Griffin, what do you want the court to know? I was asking before I stopped the hearing with Mr. Howell. I was asking Mr. Lorenz on April 10th, 15th, and 17th, Do you have levels for me?
April 7th, I have 85 nanograms. And then April 14th, he was negative.
Mm-hmm.
Those were at Team Wellness. Other than that, the testing at ATS was April 10th, April 15th, and April 17th were all positive for THC.
But we don't have levels.
We don't have levels.
All right. And so I understand that Mr. Howell wants to stay at home, but look, Mr. Howell, in order for you to stay at home, you've got to do your part. You've got to do your part.
I'm trying my hardest now. I was hard-headed, but now I see it for what it is now. I can't play around in terms of words that I use. I can't lack because I want to be here with my family.
I understand that, but you're going to have to make some good decisions. So that means that even if other people in your family are getting high, you can't join in with them. You can't indulge. If they're not encouraging you to do the right thing, then you know what? You need to encourage yourself and still do the right thing. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be the one that have to deal with the fallout of it. Understood?
Right. Yes.
Mr. Howell, we've been doing this now for 7 months. For 7 months. And I'm expecting some improvement. I just am.
Coming.
I'm expecting improvement. I think I saw, I can't remember in the chat because now it's too far up, is that someone was asking, making a recommendation to give him an opportunity to test for the next 2 weeks, see where he is, and then go from there. Did someone put that in the chat? Someone
I did not. I didn't, Your Honor.
But I would concur. I did not either, Your Honor.
Y'all, ride it out.
I don't know. No, seriously, I don't know. But I'm saying, like, I would agree with that.
All right. Mr. Lorenz, other than his test results, is he compliant in every other area?
He's compliant with Deja, is what she reports. She still thinks that he needs to be in a different environment, based on going from a negative to the positive, 2 positive screens afterwards. That we need to try to do a new environment where he can have more support and structure for him to give him a chance to be successful. And like you brought up before, Your Honor, we've been down this road for the last 7 months. And so at some point, I know that.
Got to pull the trigger, Mr. Griffin and Mr. Barton, got to pull the trigger because he's got to come into working on himself, including making sure he's making good decisions, even when he's not in the best environment. He's got to work at that. And so, Mr. Howell, you've been equipped with, you have Miss Willis, you have your case manager, people to encourage you to do the right thing. It's up to you. And if you're not going to do it, you're making things bad for yourself. And you can come on here and you can cry and you can do everything else that you want to do under the sun. I've given you 7 months. I'm going to be quite okay with putting you in an environment where you can thrive. Okay?
Yes.
Now, you know, I've said this to you now for the last 7 months. I don't know how many times you think I'm going to keep saying it. Don't ever think you're getting over on me, because you're not getting over on me. You're really getting over and playing yourself. That's what you're doing. And at some point, somebody gonna call win or lose. All right, Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me?
Only that, where did he go? Oh, there you go. So, Your Honor, I just want to make sure that Mr. Holmes, not Mr. Holmes, Mr. Howell did hear that from Ms. Lorenz that Ms. Willis has stated that he needs, that her suggestions that he go to or get a different environment. Because I know when he talked to me, he believed that Ms. Willis was suggesting that he was okay to stay where he is. And so I would ask for him to talk to Ms. Willis today, or I mean, whenever he can. But also, I think that point is still is big. The fact that the person that's like his therapist is also suggesting that he go to a different location or
That is-
be in a different environment. I would still concur with the idea of waiting to, I want to see what the levels are. I think that's a positive route to go down. And also, even though I did not recommend at the 2 weeks, I would concur about that recommendation. I'm not sure who did, I'm not sure who it was for, but I think that could also be beneficial also. And just as a matter too, I just want to make sure that Mr. Howell, if you're having any type of crisis, that you reach out in that moment. You know, that you not wait or try to handle anything on your own. I know that even when we were talking, I know you you weren't looking at necessarily the positives that could come out of transitional housing, or looking at the positive from, you know, any type of I guess not sanction of the court, but any type of direction from the court in a sense. So I just want you to still focus on the positives. And again, reach out to any of us in terms of when you are having a crisis. So, but that's all, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Howell, you heard your marching orders. I'm going to see you again next week because we'll have some more results in next week. I'm going to see you again April 28th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. And so you'll come on and we'll see where you are. But just understand that you're getting to the end of the road, sir, and you need to do something different, okay?
Okay.
To help yourself. All right, Mr. Howell, this is again, we're having it. I feel like I'm on repeat. I feel like I'm reading what I said to him 2 weeks ago and 2 weeks before that and 2 weeks before that and 2 weeks before that. And Mr. Lorenz, you can probably attest to that. I keep saying the same thing over and over again. I'm not getting different results. I'm not gonna keep doing that, Mr. Howell. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Your Honor, just to confirm, you gave him the return to court date, April 28th at 9:30?
28th, next week, yes, 9:30.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor.
Take care. Thank you. All right, I am ready on what should be the last case for this morning is Mr. Crunk. And so, Mr. Crunk, I'm gonna have you unmute, please. And I have the following matter for you. Oh, my docket. I have case number 1904661901. Mr. Crunk, please state your name.
Devin Crunk.
All right, Mr. Crunk, you're not doing anything I've asked you to do. Why?
If I may, even before, Your Honor, please.
Who's that, Mr. Griffin?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, if I may.
Okay.
Herman Griffin, P77169, on behalf of Mr. Crunk. Your Honor, I do want to let the court know that that when I spoke to Mr. Crunk, he indicated that he was successful in the case to get his daughter on the April 12th. And so he now has custody, I guess, joint custody of his daughter, and she's actually with him many days in the week. So like before when he signed the contract and everything, he did not have custody of his daughter. Well, I'm not gonna say he didn't have custody. He wasn't able to see his daughter. And now the court awarded him with back, I guess, parenting time. So he now has his daughter. He can speak in terms of the actual days of the week. He indicated to me that with his daughter now being in his life, he has a better outlook on life. Like, he sees a lot of things differently. He's a lot happier. The drug testing facilities, he indicated, do not allow for kids in the drug testing areas. And what's going on right now, he indicated to me that transportation is an issue, and also the babysitting. And I told him that he has to start leaning on more people to make this situation, I guess, to make it where it's not a problem. He has custody of his daughters in his life, so now that's just something else that he's going to have to deal with, but he still has to be compliant with the court orders. But
Mr. Griffin, he's not testing at all. Not testing.
I have.
You're not testing as ordered by this court, so that's not at all. You're not testing as ordered by this court.
He Your Honor, I indicated to my client that when he doesn't test, the court takes it as a failed test. Not to say that he is using, but there's no other way to look at it. You know, because if they don't have the actual test results.
I mean, you're gonna
Mr.
take
Crump,
off your shirt on the.
Mr. Crump.
I mean, I'm about to take another break. I promise y'all.
I had dropped, I want to say the week of the 12th, I dropped twice. One of them was your mandatory court order, and I have that in text, and I went that day. The previous time, the last week I had went, I believe, twice, and then that's when he had said that I had missed a Sunday.
Who's he? Who's he, Mr. Crump?
Mr. Lorenz. And they had switched my color.
Started off wrong. The court didn't order you to test 2 times per week. I ordered you to test 3 times per week.
Yes, that was Mr. Lorenz had texted me on Friday and told me that I was required to test 3 times a week. And I had changed my color.
I told you in court the last time that you were required to test 3 times per week.
I was not told that from you. I promised on my daughter that I wasn't told that. Lorenz,
Mr. Crump, why don't you, Mr. Crump? It's possible that you misheard.
Nothing goes my way.
Oh, let's just put out a warrant because I don't do tantrums, and so he's not available for this hearing. So we can just pick him up. You can't behave, Mr. Crunk. Now you're behaving like a 2-year-old. Stop it. We're trying to sort through some things. Now you stop it. Are you kidding me?
I've dropped.
Sir, hold on. Mr. Crunk, your behavior is unacceptable. You cannot have a tantrum in court or really at any time because it appears that things are not going your way. Now, this leads me to believe that maybe we don't have the appropriate level of service for him. Anytime I'm seeing an adult, but hold up. Anytime I'm seeing an adult perform that way, that is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Whether you dropped or not, how you just behaved is unacceptable, Mr. Crunk.
I've been very depressed.
I need you to stop. I'm talking. I haven't asked you a question. You don't have the floor.
Okay.
Your behavior is unacceptable today.
I apologize.
So look, Mr. Bart, Mr. Griffin, I'm inclined to believe we're not giving him the proper level of service. I'm inclined to believe that. That display of an adult who's talking about, I just got custody of my daughter. This is an open forum, live on YouTube. And really, that's how you're behaving? Amazing and unacceptable. I'm not even going forward today. I'm not. I need him assessed. Okay, now I don't know who just came on with that foolishness, but I'm taking you off. And let me lock my meeting. Look, I don't know what that was. I need an assessment done, an emergency assessment. Mr. Lorenz, I don't know what that looks like. I don't know who's going to do it, but that display I just saw, I need an assessment because I'm not certain we're giving him the right level of care. I'm adjourning this matter until, what's today? Wednesday. Let's get that assessment done, Mr. Lorenz. No excuses, Mr. Crunk. I need an assessment done to find out if there's some emergency intervention that we need to do, because what I just saw, unacceptable. I'm bringing this back on Friday. Which attorney is available on Friday? Mr. Griffin, come back and join us on Friday. I'll bring
Friday
it back
morning
on
or Friday afternoon, because we have the other matter Friday afternoon.
Do you need Friday afternoon?
No, Your Honor. I'm just saying we have another matter that I'll be.
I can either bring it in the morning, but if you need Friday afternoon, I don't have an issue with bringing it back Friday afternoon.
Oh, no, Your Honor. I was just saying I'll be here in the court Friday afternoon also. For
Okay,
you,
so
for,
going to
for
put it
your,
on for 1:30?
yes, Your Honor.
All right, we'll put Mr. Crunk on for 1:30 on Friday, and this matter is adjourned. Mr. Crunk, get yourself together.
Thank you.
To talk with Mr. Lorenz today so we can get an assessment. I want to make sure we're addressing the right
You
issue.
you said Friday at
This
1:30?
Friday, the 23rd at 1:30 p.m. You'll dial into my courtroom just like you did on today. In addition, you're going to speak with Mr. Lorenz today because I need to have an assessment done. The display I saw today, Ms. Lorenz, this is recorded. I have recorded as well. And so the display that I saw today certainly concerns me.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'll see you on Friday, Mr. Crunk. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'm just amazed, but I need to break. I know that Nathan Jones is on the docket, and I know that there's an issue and we need to do dismissals. I'm gonna adjourn Nathan Jones to Friday as well at 1:30, and we can do the dismissals at that time. Okay?
Right, and that's what I was talking about, Your Honor. I knew I was already scheduled to be in your court at the 1:30.
I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
No. I mean, I was saying morning or afternoon is good for me. It's just I'm already going to be.
See you Friday.
Your Honor, do you know how soon the YouTube videos get posted? He has an assessment with Dr. Alexander today at 5:30 for his anger management.
You need to go and talk to